that Telegram has enabled illegal activity. How do you respond to the accusations made against you and against Telegram? And it's kind of interesting that it's Telegram and you at the same time. You're both one and the same under these allegations.
Yeah, so I was indeed very surprisingly, very unexpectedly detained for 4 days in Paris last year. And I was accused of being complicit in the crimes of people that use Telegram and of people I have never heard about and never communicated with. And just by being the creator of this app, I was accused in all kinds of crimes being perpetrated by our users. And, you know, we have 1 billion users, so we're bound to have statistically some people who use Telegram for nefarious purposes. That was extremely strange. It was unparalleled and unprecedented in the Western world to have a CEO of a large, super popular platform like Telegram being detained. It was even more surprising that, you know, we complied with all the binding legal requests that we received. So up until this day, we don't understand what we did wrong. We processed all the requests that were directed to us in accordance with the European and international law. It's actually the opposite. That somehow the French authorities, the French police, decided not to use these tools. And it was even more surprising that I'm a French citizen, right? So my personal address where I could be reached if anything is wrong, if there's any problem with communication with Telegram, I could have been reached. My address was known to the authorities of France. Actually, it's even more funny because my personal office in Dubai and the French consulate are in the same building. They're 2 floors apart. And I was a frequent visitor to the consulate. I was also, I had a regular meeting with officials representing the French government. I was in touch with them on Telegram. So it was so surprising that despite all these open lines of communication, when everything could have been solved if there was ever any issue, could have been solved very easily, I was unexpectedly detained in Paris. And this investigation has been ongoing since, and it's going on frustratingly slow.
So are you a hostage in France? Do you consider yourself a hostage? Why are you being singled out? Why are you, who have a billion-person messaging service, are being singled out and say, when Mark Zuckerberg visits France, he's not being singled out? Why you, and are you a hostage?
Well, I can only theorize with the reasons that I was selected. I seem to be held at higher standards than most other platforms. We actually made some research. We compared Telegram with Instagram, with Facebook, with Snapchat, with other platforms here in France. And it seems that everybody has the same issues. With Telegram is actually more efficient in terms of moderation than all of these platforms. And you're right, you can accuse everybody in the same things that we were accused of. So we're quite puzzled. The reasons, I don't know, maybe it's because we're the only non-US company. We are not protected by this big American government that is very powerful. I'm not quite sure.
Well, does it have something to do, and I must tell you, we at the Oslo Freedom Forum focus exclusively on dictatorships. We're not here to criticize democracies. Is the French intelligence using you and pressuring you in a horribly awful, amoral way to do what they want you to do, and that's why they're holding this case against you? That's sort of, you have alleged that the head of French intelligence came to you and said to you, we want you to turn off certain channels in this Romanian election, and we want you to turn off certain conservative channels. You've alleged that, and the French have come out and said that meeting never happened. Tell us about how democratic France is.
Well, it's quite funny because the first officially, the French government first officially denied my claim, and then I provided some more details, and they had to confirm the meetings actually took place, but then they said that these meetings were related to something else. I was indeed, asked by the head of French intelligence, Nicolas Lerner, to do what you described, and interestingly, after the denial came, it turned out